It's like both funny and like just like the most metal, terrifying thing at the same time.
New map, Marty.
Yeah, new map. We've got.
Let's talk about this.
Yeah, this is Maker Tech, Maker World theme. It was really. I mean, honestly, there's so many visual. There's so much visual diversity in the campaign. It was awesome when we went to build these battle mode maps. The team really just did a great job bringing to life these maps with the different visual themes from the game.
So
That was amazing right there.
Yeah.
In air, the Revenant has a rocket barrage that he utilized perfectly right there to take the Slayer out of the air.
and he's got jetpacks, so he's a very elusive character here.
And what is the Archvile
pause right
doing right
there.
here? Look at how he's moving around the map differently.
So that is what you see right there. If you walk that back a bit, so that gold beam right there is a level hazard, and there's quite a few of those throughout some of the levels. You know,
And the
and
first level didn't have one of those, but this map has a few hazards.
yeah, and they affect both demons and slayers.
I love that. So you have to respect it even as a demon.
Yes.
It isn't just like one of these, you're AI, you're not hurt by it.
So one of the things you just saw right there, if you go back actually, is each demon has a unique set of abilities, and in the case of the Archvile, he could throw up a flame wall that the Slayer can't get through or shoot through, but the demons can. And then he can also do a Lake of Fire where he burns the ground, and he has a fireball that's pretty ineffective, and then he can use a teleport. So he's pretty elusive, and he can't really kill the Slayer too effectively with his direct shot, but he can use strategy and tactics to take down the Slayer, and other demons can play off of some of the things he does. So you'll see that a lot of times demons will work together to trap the Slayer and do extra damage.
Yeah, you'll see it a lot with the Archvile. Demons can walk through the Archvile's shield, so they'll hide behind it and then push through.
See that he's healing, and now we're
right
inside
there,
the Revenant.
I like how he did it out of line of sight too. That's
Yeah.
really, like high level stuff here because as we know, he can teleport, but again, he's already used his flame wall, so we know he doesn't have that.
Oh, that was
Another
a well-timed,
really effective rocket barrage.
yeah, well-timed rocket barrage. Do a lot of damage to the Slayer. Once the Slayer loses his armor, you know that he's going to be in need. That's another hazard right there. He actually died in the hazard, the Revenant, that yellow stuff.
I love these too because you have these like hurt locker areas where it's just like death boxes. And
Oh, yeah.
Whether the demon characters are spawning a bunch of AI down there and pushing them down there, or whether they themselves are having to get the hell out of there is always like, especially with the level hazard of this level in particular being right through the middle.
So we see right there is the Archvile had to stay alive.
Yeah, really good example there. Very, very low on health and chose just to hide.
So throwing down hazard volumes, trying to push the Slayer around. We can see that the Archvile has a sliver of health left, and he's taken out. And now the Revenant has just a tiny bit of health yet. And I think, again, the expert move is to kind of whittle down both demons at the same time. Then once you kill one, it's not going to be too hard to kill the last one.
That was a heck of a shot right there. Took
Yeah,
it
he's
down.
only got two things
He
left.
was running.
And I like
And
how
this Slayer is definitely playing the move of trying to keep both their healths low, and then as soon as he takes out one, he's going after the second one. But he wasn't able to do it. The Archvile's back at half health. But that Revenant now you see is super low. So take it.
Oof.
Yeah.
Just back and forth on that. Yep.
It's fun too because you can see like when we're watching through his perspective the Archvile, like you see that the Archvile actually took different AI with him. So it looks like he had like a Carcass, and I believe it was like a Hell Knight maybe, but again, it's like he's picking more like one offensive and one defensive, so he can know that he can spawn those in and kind of like set back and let it do some work.
So this is interesting. You've got a sliver of health on the Archvile. Now, if the Slayer's smart, once you kill a player demon, you get a ton of resources. So it's a big pace changer, pace breaker in the map, in the experience. So right there, he just killed and replenished a ton of resources, and now he's definitely going to go after that low health Revenant.
You know, we're not even talking about it. We're talking so much about the strategy.
Oh,
but
nice.
Yeah, that was a great shot.
That was good.
But yeah, I mean, just look at the diversity of the movement capabilities of those two demons, the Revenant and the Archvile. I mean, the Archvile teleporting around, the Revenant using his jetpacks can't stay up in the air forever, but it definitely can use the verticality in the environment.
Yeah, for sure.
So this is it, 1-0. Let's see how he opens up. He's going after the Revenant again. This guy seems to have the Revenant's number. Now, that's the ballista. You really want to land those ballista shots, and when you miss them, it hurts.
I was going to say, because the ammo is pretty limited on that to start.
Yes. Again, the Slayer starts out the match as a
That technique right there, though.
It's amazing.
That meat hook to chainsaw.
Yep.
That is god tier for resource.
It is.
Particularly the flaming chainsaw or the flaming meat hook, because that lights them on fire, and you get that
Yeah.
that
To do the armor coming
to
out
do the
whole
armor.
time.
That's
Yeah.
perfect.
That is really nice.
All right, so he's got the Revenant at half health. He definitely. Oh, that was a really slick move right there. The way he spawned that
Blocked it
shield
with the
and
shield,
protected himself from the right as he got meat hooked. So the Slayer couldn't land the super shotgun round.
Perfect loop block right there.
Yeah.
He went in for the chainsaw, and you saw that loop block pop up on the screen.
Absolutely.
Another amazing.
And he just
another meat
destroyed the
hook.
Revenant. with
That's
that.
amazing.
But that was that time, right? Like that time he knew when he heard the chainsaw, he blocked it before
Yes.
the resources
Absolutely.
Yep, exactly.
popped. Yeah, that's amazing.
So the Revenant is down to practically nothing.
You're getting little sneak peeks of some of our we have gun skins as well. Obviously, you get to earn. You're seeing a little bit of that when he pulls out the rocket launcher. It's kind of a hazard caution skin for it.
The experience for this, if you're a Slayer player, it's pure skill.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a custom gun skin too. That's usually
I
red.
mean, this is a lot for the Slayer to manage. You got to be real good with all your shots.
I love the with the level.
Oh, look at that!
choice,
Caught
Look
him
at that.
healing.
Caught him
Oh.
healing. Yep.
And then he put it down to try to block those shots when he
Yep.
was running away, but he still got caught by it,
That's the Carcass, one of our great AIs. He's throwing down shields to block the Slayer as well,
causing problems.
causing problems like always. He's got that Revenant out of the picture, and now he's going after the Archvile. Oh, the ballista shots are critical. That was beautiful right there.
We talk about how similar it is to the campaign, and sometimes you'll see the Slayer just run past a demon. It's actually not that dissimilar than the campaign in that perspective too. We always talk about prioritizing targets. That's what you're doing as the Slayer this whole time in battle mode at just such a high speed. You don't want to, you don't want to spend any time killing a Hell Knight if you can dash past it. If you know that one of the demon players is low.
Yeah, because I feel like you get caught up in that loop of just killing regular AI, and all of a sudden
Absolutely,
the
yeah.
trap is sprung.
But then it's a
But then they
decision.
build up. Actually,
Exactly. It's
Kinda,
a decision
it
to
can
be
really
made
hurt you.
because the demons that you ignore are the ones that end up killing you later on.
That's true. Because,
So-
the thing that's so huge, too, between 2016 and Eternal is everybody's melee in this, from, like, top to bottom, is deadly.
Yeah.
for this
So absolutely. So what we see right now is we have a full health. The Slayer's definitely got enough armor and health to go after this last demon. The last demon's only got a couple of pips left, so he's looking to take him out right now. This is definitely a power play on the part of the Slayer. He's got to land these shots. One more pip to go. Oh, but
And
the
he- and he
Archvile
did.
comes back.
And he had respawned, just seconds before.
This is a good match. It's pretty back and forth.
I like, too, how he used the meat hook to get close, but then he didn't get too close because he knew he was going to switch to the rocket
Yeah.
launcher, and there's so much blast back damage on that he
You
actually
notice how he's
spaced
landing those ballista shots, man. You have to hit those.
Yeah.
Oh, that was slick right there. He blocked him inside the hazard, inside the level hazard,
That is slick.
using his shield. This Archvile is pretty good.
Another good loot block.
Yeah, they keep starving him of resources, so that's going to be a problem.
Yeah, because he's getting low on ammo, and it looks like he now basically just has one pip of armor, and then it's his health ticking down.
Even right there, that
Throwing down a perfect hazard zone
Yeah.
that the Slayer had to pull right through.
I love how elusive, like, the Archvile is. It's just nuts.
Yeah.
to me.
yeah. Well, even there was a great moment there just
caught.
a second ago.
Nice. Good
Yeah.
move.
Excellent, yeah. There was a great moment where the Revenant used his dash ability. Several of the demons have that dash ability.
Yeah.
You saw it. He was kind of exposed as the Slayer was coming out, and he dashed behind a pillar.
Yeah.
It's
All right,
fantastic.
so this is round 3.
And I love how that's equal because obviously the Slayer is dashing around all over the place. In single
Absolutely.
player, you'll get to
Yeah.
master it. But then it's so crucial for these demons to have at least a little bit so they can do that quick, like if it's a rocket
Yeah.
coming or something else, they can just quickly dodge.
Dude, you see right there, they threw down a hazard volume. The Archvile did his Lake of Fire attack, and he did his shield.
Yeah.
They did some... If the Slayer didn't move, he was going to get wrecked.
And I love, too, how, like, you look down there at the health bar and you go, 2,000 what? There's no way this guy's going to die. And you're going against the Slayer, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The
Absolutely.
arsenal is just insane.
So the Revenant just took a beating, but he's going to leave that Revenant alive. That's a smart Slayer we're watching right now. He's going to leave that Revenant alive a little bit, focus on the Archvile. He knows that he could take out the Revenant at this point at any time. Tactically aggressive. I mean, he's keeping one demon alive, and he knows as soon as one more shot on the Revenant, he's going to get all his resources back. Oh, this is it. This is the move. They're both down to...
Oh, and then
But now
And
he's
he- and
healing.
healing, yeah.
So
and
let's
he used that shield to block him off that way, went through the hazard himself because he knew he wouldn't be followed.
So he decided to take out the Revenant there, get all the resources, allowing the Archvile to also replenish his resources, so he's back in it.
I thought for a
And
second.
again, the Archvile playing it really smart here.
Yeah, he's hiding, man. He's
Hiding.
waiting for his buddy to come back.
Even though he's got half health, I mean, like Not quite half health, but
He's also
close.
giving when you're he's hiding, and he's also giving the Slayer an opportunity to replenish his resources. So that comes at a cost.
Comes at a cost always, yeah.
And I've seen it done around the office where the Archvile will even like he'll wait for you to go through the teleporter and immediately put up a firewall so then
Oh, yeah.
somebody else can just burn you down because he can shoot through it and he can't pass through it.
Totally.
The Slayer can't. I
So
love
the
it.
Slayer is in hot pursuit. He's got both of them low. He's had both of them low the whole match.
Yeah.
And the Slayer's got armor too, so he's sitting pretty good right now. But that can change pretty quick. I think he's picking on the Revenant right now, chipping away at his health. Smart move. Oh,
That's
dude, that was awesome. He
great-
trapped him inside there, inside the hazard. Slick move.
Fantastic.
That was slick. It's like his cooldowns were at the right time just there.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he's still got a healing volume to use.
But that Slayer is putting a hurting on these guys.
Oof.
He's probably gonna
Perfect
That's an
block
amazing
again right
block.
there.
he's gonna throw down that healing volume. Definitely was gonna
So
happen.
smart. And he did it as
So
soon as
now
he
the
got-
Slayer has a stationary target, which is let's see what he does with that.
He's got just a pip of health though. Look at this.
He does. He's gonna have to
Look
go
how
for
slow,
broke right
look
now.
how low the Slayer is right now.
Yeah.
and,
Which-
and the demons are actually not in bad shape. I mean, literally one good shot against the Slayer and you got to win.
But see, he got away. He went through the teleporter. He got some more resources. Look like
Yeah.
he popped the chainsaw him out.
What was really awesome though, as we saw earlier, it's a back and forth match. You know, there's a lot going on here because earlier in the match the Slayer was killing. Now the Slayer's up and both demons are down.
And like you said, this isn't the 2016 like 50-50 Cowboy shootout.
No.
There's so many moments here that can change the course
yeah.
of just a single round.
Well, in just a single round, think of how much we've talked about all of the little strategy, all of the little meta moments, and we're 2 minutes and 40.
Yeah.
In 2 minutes and 50 seconds, we've probably talked about 10
People,
strategies
Oh, yeah,
that,
it's
true.
that are totally unique. Just
I
to
tell
this
you right now,
round.
people
That's
talk
true.
about sweaty players, sweaty shooters.
Yeah.
These two guys are drenched right now.
It's
Trust me.
it's been awesome. We've had some people come into the office. We've had some press in the office playing recently, and the things they say about battle mode. You know, one player had played a master level, which we're going to show tomorrow,
Yeah.
which is like the most intense version of the campaign.
yeah, it's like super
and,
hard.
and
Everything's
then
thrown
went
at you.
and played battle mode.
Yeah.
Game went down to the wire, and he said that was like the master level was 20% the intensity of what he experienced in battle mode.
Damn, that is nuts.
ano-
Considering the challenge that presents versus just the regular single player, which is already tuned to be super tough.
Yeah. I mean,
That's
people always describe it as just my heart is pounding out of my chest.
So this is going to be the power play by the Slayer. He's definitely had enough. Unfortunately, he forced that Archvile through that hazard. He's in hot pursuit.
Literally.
I don't think the demons are going to... Well-timed loot block, though. That was really
Yeah.
awesome.
Again, because otherwise he would replenish all of his
Yes.
armor and his ammo. And he's got a Prowler ready. I love Prowlers because Prowlers will just spawn behind the Slayer and cause so many
yeah.
problems
Yeah.
in this.
It really is. We're not calling it out a lot when you spawn demons, but these guys are really good at spawning demons.
Yeah.
They're keeping, they're keeping a lot of demons on the board, using them strategically.
They're using the hazard volumes really
using
well.
the hazard volumes really well.
Yeah.
Spawning their shields, but I think this is it.
Oof.
This is it.
Oof.
Boom.
Great
got
use of
too
the teleporter
close,
by
though.
the Slayer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
That was awesome. He used the teleporter, spawned behind the demon, wrecked him.
Damn.
Good stuff.
See, the Archvile ran out of options there. He had no more flame wall. There was no teleporting